In the 1990s, I worked as a business consultant doing technology projects. The desktop computer was just coming into its own and becoming very popular. It started the desktop computer wars between companies like IBM, Compaq Computers, and Hewlett-Packard. All of them were trying to become the #1 computer maker in the world. While IBM, Compaq, and HP were duking it out, there was a small computer company that came out of nowhere that began to capture market share. This small upstart computer company was started by a college student out of his bedroom. Within 10 years, this company swiftly passed all the huge computer companies to become the #1 desktop computer company in the world. The name of this company was DELL Computers, and it was started by a visionary young man named Michael Dell. Now, Michael Dell knew he couldn't compete with the big computer manufacturers because he was just a small guy, so he started selling direct to the public. And as it turns out, that was the best thing that ever happened to DELL Computers. Let's take a moment and compare Dell's business model to Compaq Computers' business model. You'll see where I'm going with this in just a minute. Dell sold direct to consumers, while Compaq sold all their computers through retail stores. And then the retail stores sold them to the public. Dell's customers shopped for their computers directly online and through catalogs, while again Compaq's customers had to go to a store to shop for their computer. With Dell, you could create a custom-built computer just the way you wanted it. Compaq, on the other hand, tried to guess what the public wanted, and then they mass-produced those computers and sold them through retail stores. Dell shipped their computers directly to people's homes and businesses, while you had to get in a car and drive to a store to pick up your Compaq computer. Because Dell created built-to-order computers, all their computers were sold, so they never had any dead inventory. But because Compaq had to guess what consumers wanted, a lot of their computers never got sold. This caused Compaq to lose a lot of money because of dead inventory that they couldn't sell. Because Dell never had any dead inventory, they could pass those savings on to the consumer in the form of lower prices. Much lower prices. Compaq, on the other hand, was forced to sell at higher prices because they had to pay for all the inventory that they had sitting in stores that never got sold. Net, with Dell, consumers paid lower prices. They got exactly what they wanted in a very convenient way. Unfortunately, with Compaq, consumers paid higher prices. They were inconvenient to do business with, and you didn't always get exactly what you wanted. So it's no surprise that within 10 years, Dell crushed its competition. It became the #1 computer company in the world. And Compaq, the giant in the industry, was hurt so bad by Dell that they were forced to merge with Hewlett-Packard Computers. And one thing that I need to add was that Compaq tried to change its business model to sell directly to the consumer, but they couldn't because they would have had to compete with all their retail store partners, which would cannibalize their own sales. If Compaq sold direct, the stores would abandon them and do business with IBM or another computer manufacturer, so they were in a catch-22. Now, why did I tell you this story? Because it's my opinion that Send-Out Cards is the Dell Computers of the greeting card industry, and that Send-Out Cards will eventually dominate the greeting card industry. Let's look at this for a moment. Send-Out Cards sells direct to the consumer, while its competitors sell through retail stores. All the consumer has to do is log on to the internet and send a card, while its competitors force you to get into a car and go down to a store. With Send-Out Cards, every single card that comes out of their printer is custom built to order, and every one of them is already sold. Its competitors mass produce millions of greeting cards and ship them to stores in hopes that they'll all get sold. Send-Out Cards ships their card directly to the consumer. You've got to get in your car and drive to a greeting card store to pick up a card produced by its competitor. With Send Out Cards, there is zero unsold inventory. Every single card gets sold. Its competitors have massive unsold dead inventory that costs them millions and millions of dollars. Send Out Cards passes those savings onto the consumer, which is why you can buy a card through Send Out Cards for sometimes a third or even less than the price of its competitors sell their cards. Their competitors raise their prices to pay for all its unsold inventory and extra shipping costs. In the end, Send Out Cards is more convenient, sells at a much, much lower price, and you get exactly what you want. Its competitors charge higher prices, they're not convenient, and you rarely find the exact card that you're looking for. Now, does this scenario sound familiar? I hope so. I truly believe that Send Out Cards will eventually crush its competitors and become the #1 greeting card company in the world, just like Dell did with compact computers. The greeting card industry is a $7.5 billion industry, with American Greetings and Hallmark making up 85% of the industry. This year, Send Out Cards will do about $60 million in revenues. It's tiny compared to the big boys. But let's take a look at Send Out Cards' growth rate over the last 3 years. For its 3 years in business, it had a staggering 71% annual growth rate. If this company continues to grow at a 71% growth rate, in 6 years it will become a $1 billion company. Now the fact is, it will actually get there quicker due to the nature of its network marketing business model. Once a network marketing company hits momentum, it will start growing at an exponential rate. So what does that mean for you? It means that if you have a good-sized organization, it will grow organically as the company grows. So let's say you have a team of, let's say, 500 distributors. Due to the natural growth of the company, without you doing much, your organization will grow at a similar rate with the company. Now that's exciting. What that means is that you have a window of time in which you need to start growing your Send Out Cards business. And right now is that time. If you've been considering starting your own business, Send Out Cards is the perfect vehicle, and it's at the right time to get in. This company is still very young. Most markets have not even begun to be penetrated yet. There are thousands and thousands of businesses that have never heard of Send Out Cards. There's 41,000 marriage counselors out there, and I don't know a one of them that's using Send Out Cards. There's 193,000 dentists, and only a tiny fraction have ever heard about Send Out Cards. Here's 96,000 auto dealerships, and Send Out Cards is a perfect solution for their business. But only a handful are using the system right now. There's over 228,000 churches, and if there was ever a market that needed this system, it's churches. I know of only 1 or 2 that are actively using Send Out Cards. Do you see what I mean? The opportunity is huge, and it's just waiting for a few leaders like you to step up and start building your own Send Out Cards organizations. Now here's the hard, cold facts. Send Out Cards will grow to be a multi-billion-dollar company with or without you or me. So why not step up right now and be a part of this movement? I foresee Send Out Cards being rolled out to Central and South America. Now that's exciting for me because I speak Spanish. It's going to be in Asia, in Europe. Send Out Cards is going to fill the world. There will be millions of users, and right now it's just starting. And I'm grateful to be a part of this opportunity. It's a wonderful product that brings happiness and joy to all its recipients. It mends hearts, rekindles relationships, lifts spirits, and changes lives. What better product to get behind than something that changes lives for the better? I hope you'll join me in this wonderful opportunity. And I encourage you to start your Send Out Cards business right now. Don't wait. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Your first steps are to go to thedaily8.com, which is the company's training site. You'll find a system there to help you get started today. I wish you the very best of success in your send-out cards business.